Going on YouTube? It's your girl Double R with DL Dynasty, and I'm here with another video. For those who don't know me, my name is Rashida Robinson, and I am a commercial real estate investor. I invest in self-storage facilities, cash flowing assets, and I teach people how to, in general, just close deals with little to no cash or credit. So whether that's wholesaling, commercial real estate, or residential real estate, and I can also teach people how to go out and acquire and buy their first investment property regardless if you have cash, regardless if you have credit. All right. So in this video, I want to speak to all of my, of course, aspiring real estate entrepreneurs and my real estate professionals who are already in the business. All right. I'm very beginner friendly. So let me know if this is you. Have you ever been in a situation where you are evaluating the deal and you're just overthinking the process? You feel like it's taking you way too long to come up with an offer. You're overthinking it. Is this a good deal? This is not a good deal. If that's been you, listen, you're not alone. I've been there plenty of times, but I'm actually going to walk you guys through how I evaluate deals. This video, I'm just going to focus on residential. I'm going to show you guys how to evaluate a single family home in less than 10 minutes, so you can get those offers out and not getting stuck on the deals. Let me know in the comments if you guys want me to teach you how to evaluate cash flowing. Like if you want me to teach you how to evaluate a storage facility that's already cash flowing so that you can buy it or wholesale it, let me know in the comments and I will make that my next video, okay? So with that being said, if you guys think you'll find this information helpful, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share this video out with your business partners and anybody who's trying to get into real estate that may find this information helpful. All right, so with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Before I do, again, I'm gonna just focus on how to evaluate a single family home. All right, I'm not gonna get too deep into the formulas. This is more so for people who are wholesaling, residential real estate, so you can go ahead and make that money. I'm not gonna get too deep into the formulas, but I just want to show you how to analyze that deal without taking you like 30 minutes to come up with an offer. The first things that you're going to need, let me share my screen. All right. The first thing that you're going to need when you're evaluating a deal, a residential deal, is you're going to have to find out what is the ARV of this property. All right. Give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to share my screen. So let me explain. ARV stands for after repair value. So after repair value means what's the most I could sell this property for? Once it's fully renovated, the kitchens, the bathrooms, everything's been updated, the outside is nice and cleaned up. What's the most that I could sell this property for? So that's your after repair value. All right. Now, after you find your after repair value, now you can work backwards to figure out your offer. All right. So I like to use Zillow when I evaluate single family homes or 2 to 4 units. Some people use PropStream. There's other softwares you can use, but I like to use Zillow, and then I'll cross-reference other systems if I have to. All right, so I have Zillow. We'll do a single family. Let's see if this is a single family. All right, so this is a single family home. I was just pulled up the first address that was in my Zillow. So this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home. So let's assume that we spoke with the seller. They said that they want to sell this property. We've gathered all of the information about the condition of the property. The seller, after this, we spoke with them. We realized this property probably needs about 30,000 in rehab. All right, so now the first thing we need to do is just come up with the ARV value. So this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. Zillow's not telling us how many square feet. So now this is where I'm going to cross-reference, and I'm going to, if Zillow doesn't tell you, you can use realtor.com or redfin.com. I'm going to just use PropStream and put in the address to see if it gives me the square foot. All right. Make sure y'all check out my last video where I show people how to pull this on PropStream. All right, so I just put the address in there, and here we go. Square foot, 1,331 square feet. All right, so now we know that this property, our subject property, is 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1,300 square feet. It was built in 1990. You can also scroll down and just get probably some more details. This one doesn't have anything on here, but you can always scroll down and just get more details about the property. You can get the sale history. So we could see this person bought the property for $40,000 in 2006. All right. So I like to have 2 windows open up when I'm using Zillow. Hold on, let me open it back up. I like to have two windows opened up. Sorry, y'all, my screen is tweaking. There we go. It just makes it easier for me to go back and forth. So let's open up another window for Zillow. Let's get their address pulled up again. All right, so this is how I'm able to come up with an offer in about 10 minutes or less. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I wanna see where our property is on this map. So we know we're in this neighborhood somewhere. Zillow, you see this like blue squiggly line? This is pretty much Zillow showing you the boundary for the city that we're in. Now, normally Zillow will like drop a pin so that you can see where the property is, but it's not showing me on this map. So you guys are seeing me doing this in real time. Sometimes you have to cross-reference other platforms. So I'm gonna just go on Google Maps because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see right here how Google Maps tracking works. I'm gonna see exactly where our property is. So I'm gonna open this up and I'm gonna zoom out. All right, so I see we're along the beach right here. So this is our neighborhood. This is what Zillow is showing us right here, right? Let me zoom in some. I think we're right here somewhere. So let's do Google Maps. So just so I could kind of remember, I see, okay, let me zoom in a little bit. So this is the city. I don't know how to pronounce that, Racine or something like that. And then we see this boundary right here. So when we see these thick blue lines, this is just an indication that this is like a freeway or a major highway. We want to pay attention to these when we're evaluating deals, and I'm going to show you why. So let me zoom in a little bit more. So we're right here on 12th Street, and I think the name of our street is Skiller or something. I don't know how to pronounce it. So we're right here. And if I back up just a little bit, so we're right in this little area. So let me go back to Zillow. So we're like right around here somewhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click remove boundary. So that blue squiggly line, you can't see it because I'm zoomed in, but that blue squiggly line, it just removed that boundary. And now I'm going to draw a boundary, and I'm explaining to you guys in a second. But what I'm going to do, remember, our house is like right here somewhere. Let me go back and show you. See, we're right here. So I'm going to draw a boundary right around where our property is at, and I'm going to stay along this highway, this major highway. I'm going to break that down there for y'all in a second. This is a gem that I'm giving you guys that a lot of people don't know. All right, so I drew boundary, hit apply. And now Zillow is only going to show us properties right in this boundary that I drew. So what we're doing right now is to find our ARV, our after repair value, we need to find 3 similar properties, 3 comparables. You can call them comps for short, comps, excuse me. We're going to find 3 comps that are similar in bedrooms, bathrooms, and square feet. So 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Ours was 1,300 square feet. We want to find houses that are like 2-story that look similar to ours, have a porch. I think this is, I forget what you call this style house. But we want to find 3 ARV properties that were fully rehabbed and see what those sold for. And that'll give us an idea of what our ARV is. The reason why I said earlier is that you want to pay attention to these now. Make sure y'all pick this up. Think about in the neighborhood that you live in or the city that you live. A lot of times, I'll say, I'm not gonna say most, but a lot of times when you cross like a major highway or like a freeway where there's an underpass, one side of the neighborhood could be like really nice and really developed. Everything is, just real pristine. And then as soon as you cross over, as soon as you go under that underpass or that highway, the neighborhood is completely different. It's really run down. So because I'm not familiar with Wisconsin, or if you don't know an area, you don't want to cross these major highways when you're looking for comps, because right here, this could be a really nice neighborhood. And as soon as you get over here, the neighborhood's gonna be completely different. So another thing is when you're looking for comps, you want to find properties that sold within a half a mile to a mile radius within the last no more than 12 months, but really within the last 6 months. All right. So I really don't know if this is a mile or half a mile, but you just kind of gauge it, right? Again, we're just trying to analyze this within 10 minutes or less. So now you want to go to your filters and you want to make sure that it's clicked on sold. So remember, we're looking for property that's sold. We want to make sure that this is clicked on on houses or whatever type of property you're evaluating. And then under our more filters tab, let's start with 6 months. We want to see what property sold within the last 6 months. Ours is 1,300 square feet. So I don't want anything that's sold. I don't want to look at properties that are 300 to 500 more square feet or 300 to 500 less square feet than mine. So ours is 1,300. So I'll keep it at 1,000. That's fine. This is 13, 14, 15. 16. Okay, that's fine. So I'll leave the filters there. So now Zillow is only showing me properties, single family homes that are within that square footage range between 1,000 and 1,750 square feet that sold within the last 6 months. Now I'm going to filter this from high to low. This is telling me the most expensive properties all the way down to the cheapest. So now let's look for our comps. All right, this is a 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 1,700. So this is bigger than ours. I wouldn't consider that a comp. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Okay, so this is similar. This is similar to ours. This sold for 185,000, very similar in square footage, bedrooms, bathrooms. This is a new construction. This was built in 2024. I think ours was built in 1900. All right. So because this was built, it probably could sell for a little bit more, but let's just look to see. All right, beautiful 2-story, yep, new construction home. Walk-in welcome. So because this is a new construction, we know that it's completely renovated. So this is definitely ARV. All right. So let's look at some more properties. This is another one. Let's see, 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 1,200. This sold for 175. So this one has one less bathroom and it's a little less square feet, not much. But you can see that it looks ARV, at least the outside looks clean. This was built in 1908. So this is closer to when ours was built. Let's see if we can get any information. Completely renovated Cape Cod style home. All right, so we know that this has been completely renovated. New AC, HVAC system, new roof, some new windows, updated electrical, new kitchens, bathrooms, new flooring, all that good stuff, new landscaping. So this is definitely an ARV. It's sold for 175. Now again, we have one more bathroom, so we could probably get a little bit more than what they sold for. All right. So let's look at this one. 4 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. It's an ARV, but trying to be old. So let's still scroll down, see what it tells us. Stunning 2-story, 4-bedroom home. Completely remodeled throughout. Brand new flooring on first and second floors, eating kitchen. So even though the picture was old, this tells us that it was renovated. This sold for 171. So this one has 1 extra bedroom, but not as many bathrooms. Still a little bit smaller than ours, not too much. This was built in 1900. All right. And then I wouldn't use this as a comp because this is a brick home. Ours isn't brick. So now we see the prices are starting to drop 150, 130. So I bet these are not ARV. Let's look at this one. Let's see. This is a 150. Let me see. Solid older home, South Side historic district, hardwood floors throughout. So you just want to read through the information. This doesn't say anything. Look, decorative features waiting to be restored. So yeah, this hasn't been remodeled. I kind of had a feeling because the price started to drop. So it's like these are more our ARV homes right here. And as we keep going down, it's just going to get cheaper and cheaper. Right? So this was built in even though this is a lot closer to ours as far as square footage and bathrooms, this was just built in 2024. Ours was built in the 1900. This was built 1908, so this is close to ours, and this sold for 175. So I would calculate this ARV right in the middle between these two. Not as much as this one because this is new construction, but this lets me know right here that I can get at least 175,000. And because we have an extra bathroom and a little more square footage, I'm actually bump ours up to 180. So I'm going to say, looking at these two comps right here. Now, granted, in the beginning, I said we want to find 3 comps. I don't want to use, we could use this as a comp as well. So let's just do it. Now, I would say I would say that I would feel comfortable saying that our ARV is 180. But let's just go through the formulas because I want to walk you guys through it. I'm gonna use these three as a comp: 185,000, 175,000, and 171,000. So these are our three comps. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull out my calculator. Let me share my screen. Now I'm gonna walk you guys through. Let me share my calculator. I'm gonna walk you guys through how to come up with the ARV. Like I said, I would go with 180, but I just want to walk you guys through the formulas. So I'm going to take that 185,000 plus 175. I'm going to take what these properties sold for. I'm going to take all three of those prices and I'm going to add them up together. And then we got one that sold for 171. All right. So all three of these properties added together, it sold for 531,000. Now I'm going to divide that by 3. 177,000. So if we were to take these three comps, that means that our ARV value would be around 177,000. All right, so that's fair. 177 between 180. I'm comfortable at 180, but there you go. That's how you figure out your ARV value. So now I'm gonna go back to Zillow. So it's pretty much letting us know that our property could sell at a price in between these. So that was pretty on point, all right? So now the next thing you want to do is now you want to work backwards. So let's assume that we spoke with the seller. The seller gave us the information about the condition and needs a new roof and needs a couple upgrades. So let's just say, hypothetically speaking, this property needed about $30,000 in rehab, all right? So now what I'm going to do is, let me share my calculator again. I'm going to work backwards and figure out how much can I offer this person if this property is worth, if I know if this property is fully rehabbed, we could sell this for anywhere between 177 to 180. I'm going to just use the 177 number. All right. But it needs $30,000 in rehab. And I'm a wholesaler. I want to make $10,000 on this deal. All right. So we're going to take 177. That's our ARV price. Wait a minute, let me back up. 177. And then we're going to multiply this by a 75% purchase ratio. So multiply this number by 75%. This tells us that we want to buy this property for 75 cents on the dollar. All right. When cash buyers are making offers, they need some equity in the deal. All right. So if this property is worth 177, we need to get this property at 75 cents on the dollar. So now we're at 132. Now we're going to subtract our rehab costs. Remember, we need about $30,000 in rehab. So we're going to subtract that number. And now I want to make 10. Let's say I want to make 15,000. Let's say the least amount I want to make is 10,000, but I'm going to try to make 15,000. So now I'm going to subtract my wholesale fee. So minus $15,000. 187,750. So that would be my offer to the seller. That means that we're getting this property for 75 cents on the dollar for the investor. We baked in a 25% equity. And then I just baked in a $15,000 wholesale fee for myself. But, I'm going to give myself a range. I'm willing to take 10,000, but I'm going to try to take 15. So if I want to make 15,000, this is what I'm going to offer the seller. If the seller, if she doesn't like that offer, I'm willing to negotiate up another 5,000. So that would bring us to about 92,000. And then I'll still make 10,000. All right. So that's pretty much, that's a quick way of how you guys can analyze those deals without overthinking it and spending too much money. At the end of the day, when you're wholesaling, your buyers still have to go in there anyway, and they get the final say, on what the rehab cost is, but you still want to do your best on the front end. You still want to really ask those questions about the condition. Do your due diligence. Let me unshare my screen. Make sure you guys really do your due diligence on the front end. Get the condition of the property. When's the last time the roof was updated? When's the last time the kitchens and the bathrooms been updated? Try to get a time frame for everything, because that's really going to help you come up with that rehab estimate so that you can make a good offer. All right. All right, so I hope this information helps you guys. Again, make sure you share this out with your business partners. If this was helpful, click the like button. If you guys want me to show you how to evaluate self-storage facilities, multifamily apartment buildings that are making $100,000 per year, let me know in the comments and I will make that video for you guys next week. All right, I'm signing off. You guys have a good rest of the day.